Hey guys, just a real quick video. This is my Peterbilt 359 conventional. Some people don't know the correct name for this type of truck with the long nose. It's a conventional, and the ones with the flat nose is called a cab over. You know, some people don't know that, but my father was a diesel mechanic. I grew up around trucks. So anyway, I picked this kit up at an auction with a bunch of other kits. This was kind of like in a box somewhere. I can't remember, but I really didn't care for it, even though I kind of grew up around the trucks. I tried to sell it. I tried to sell it on eBay, tried to sell it at flea markets, yard sales, whatever. Nobody wanted it, so one day I decided to build it. And last year I tried to build this, and I tried to take it to the Mama Show. I was really rushing it, trying to get it to the Mama Show last year for 2012. And what I did was I put a lamp on top of it to try to speed up the process of the paint drying. Wow. And what happened, I melted the front of the truck. It just kind of concaved a little bit there on the hood. And it actually had a line going down the middle of it. So during the process of fixing that, of course I didn't make it to the show with this. It wasn't until this year I started fixing it, and I lost the line with the putty and everything, but it didn't turn out too bad. So I got this done at the last minute to take it to the NNL East this year, back in April. And when I was showing a friend of mine what I brought to the show, because he's his club is actually sponsoring the NNL East, he asked me what I brought, so I was taking him around. And when we got to the truck, it actually had a card where Scale Auto wanted to take a picture of it. So now my buddy, who I was taking around, he gets picked every single year. Every year that guy gets in a magazine. So he was like, "Hey, there you go," and I was like, "Sweet, finally I get picked." But just because you get picked for a photo doesn't necessarily mean that you get in the magazine. I later discovered that he had 3 cards by 3 of his cards, and I found his wife and said, "Hey, there's cards to get photographed by his cars." She says, "Yeah, he knows. He's already got one back there." So he actually had 4 cars picked at that show, but none of them made the magazine. But mine did. There we go. Yep, my truck made the magazine. I just got this in the mail yesterday. I was away on vacation last week, and I looked up online, the review on my phone, and my truck was in there. So I told my wife, and she's like, "Great," because my wife, she thinks I spend too much time on these things. But oh well, whose wife doesn't, right? Anyway, so I drag her to the car shows because I like taking her, because to me she's a very attractive woman, and it's fun to drag an attractive woman through them car shows and kind of show her off a little bit. Anyway, when she came in, she seen I was filling out the forms, and she was like, "Wow, you got picked." And I was like, "Yeah." And then when I showed her on the phone that the truck actually made the magazine, she was even more excited. Did you guys just see that? That's exactly what happened at the car show. As soon as I touched that cab, after he snapped the photo, that antenna came off. The antennas were added. Oh, let me see what I got here. Let me go over the colors if I have the colors here. Yes. In the magazine, I said it was Boyd, but it was actually Model Master. acrylic, duck egg blue. That is the cab. And then Monomaster Haubla. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if you can zoom in on that or not, but that is for the frame. But back to the truck. Yeah, I picked up the antenna after he done shot it, picked it up, and it broke off just like that. So I had to go back to the first aid clinic and put that one back on. It just seems like every time I touch this truck, the antennas fall off. But anyway, another note, my buddy didn't make it, but Don Yost, he's there every year. He got, you know, a pretty good sized picture of his car, his latest car, on there. So congratulations to Don Yost. And I don't see too many people that I really recognize, other than well, this one here, Barbara. She was in line before me, and she's an older woman, and I'm like, wow, what, you know, she's not really older, but she's older than me, so I don't want you to get the wrong impression that she's an antique. Anyway, she built this car, and it made the magazine. She was one person in front of me, so I thought that was great. You know, that you know, women are also building the cars. And I'm from Delaware, and I don't know this guy. I wish I met him there, but he built this police car for the state of Delaware, and I think it's neat. It's a cool magazine. I'll probably subscribe to it once again once my subscription's up, because you know it's great that they cover shows and everything like that. But anyway, finally I made the magazine. It's great. This was, like I was saying, when the show came up, it was like a last minute thing, trying to rush and get this truck done. I stayed up till midnight to finish this truck. Got it completed. Then I had to get up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning to hit the road just to be at this show and get in line an hour before the doors open, so you can get a decent spot. Basically, it's one of the better vendor shows. You get there early, you can get the better deals. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Other than, here is the box. Let me back up a little bit. I don't want to be rambling on here, but the little box. The directions were very basic. That's it. 2 pages. The decals, the colors would have worked pretty well with the colors that I have here, but I tried the smaller section and it just was totally destroyed. They're so old. I should have put some decal saver on them, but I didn't. But you know, live and learn, lesson learned. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you enjoy it. Keep building. And don't listen to your wives when they say you build too much or you spend too much time in there. They're just jealous. Anyway, that's all I got. Everybody take care. Thanks again for my new subscribers. This community is just growing. And I'll see you around.